Have you ever stood in front of the mirror, feeling like something is just off? You've carefully done your makeup, picked out a lovely outfit, maybe even put on your favorite lipstick. And yet, when you look at your reflection, you wonder, why do I still look older, more tired than I feel inside? The truth is, after 60, many of us unknowingly carry habits from decades ago, especially when it comes to our hair. Certain haircuts, which once made us feel confident, polished, and modern, may no longer flatter the way they used to. Styles that seemed safe or classic can now weigh down our appearance, exaggerate signs of aging, and drain the softness from our features. You are not alone. I've heard this countless times from women just like you, women who still feel vibrant inside, but aren't seeing that reflected back in the mirror. I know the frustration. I've been there myself. That's why in today's video, I want to gently guide you through 5 specific haircut mistakes that could be aging you without you even realizing it. And more importantly, I'll show you the simple changes that can help you look fresher, softer, and more radiant, not younger for someone else's standards, but more beautifully in tune with who you are today. Stay with me. This is the kind of conversation we should have been having at 60, not at 20. Too short, tight pixie cut. You know, there's a certain kind of haircut we often believe makes us look put together. Clean, sharp, no fuss. For decades, we've been told, the shorter, the better. It's modern, it's chic, it's efficient. But what no one warned us is this. After 60, that same ultra, short, scalp-hugging pixie might no longer be working for us the way it once did. Because here's the truth, and it's not something people say out loud. When hair is cut too short, stripped down to the bare minimum, it strips something else too, softness. It leaves our face uncovered, exposed in a way that feels more clinical than kind. Fine lines, the gentle looseness of skin, tiny shifts in texture, these aren't flaws, they're simply part of living. But without hair to frame us, to soften the angles, these natural signs of time are left standing alone in the harsh light of day. And it's not just about how others see us. It's about how we see ourselves, how we move through our mornings. A haircut too tight takes away those small, tender habits we once did without thinking. Brushing a stray strand behind the ear, tucking hair as we laugh, letting it fall gently as we lean in closer. These aren't vanity, they're tiny threads of femininity we've carried through decades. And when they're gone, something quiet inside us misses them. So what's the answer? Should we give up on the pixie entirely? Absolutely not. The mistake isn't having short hair. It's having hair cut so short it forgets we're still women who deserve softness, movement, grace. A well-shaped pixie, just a touch longer, brings all that back. Let it skim the forehead, curve softly at the temple, leave the sideburns light, natural. Allow volume to lift subtly at the crown so your silhouette feels balanced, not bare. Look at Helen Mirren, the perfect example. Her pixies are never too severe, never too boyish. They dance somewhere between confidence and kindness, between strength and softness. And every time she steps onto a red carpet, she reminds us, short hair isn't the enemy, but harshness is. So before you sit in that salon chair again, ask yourself, this is your haircut helping you shine as you are now, or is it silently pulling you backward? Because next, we'll talk about a style even more deceptive than the pixie, a cut many women keep for years, believing it's safe, when in reality, it's quietly aging them day by day. Zwei. Bowl cut, round bob. There's a reason so many women over 60 still hold on to this haircut. It feels safe, familiar, controlled. The rounded bob, or what some gently call the bowl cut, was once a symbol of sophistication. It gave the illusion of a fuller crown, neatness, a certain symmetry. Back then, it made us feel tidy, polished, even a little younger. But now, it's quietly betraying us. What seems harmless in the mirror at first glance actually plays a cruel trick on our reflection. This haircut places volume in the most unforgiving places. The top of the head, the cheeks, the neck. The very areas that, after a certain age, we no longer wish to exaggerate. Instead of lifting your features, it visually enlarges the head, compresses the face, and creates a jarring imbalance. It's like wearing a helmet of hair static, stiff, disconnected from the softness and natural flow your face needs to look alive, radiant, current. Ask yourself honestly, when was the last time this haircut truly made you feel beautiful? Or are you simply wearing it because it feels safer than changing? That's the secret trap of the bowl cut. It locks us in a version of ourselves from decades ago, while the rest of us, our face, our energy, our spirit has already moved forward. But freedom is closer than you think. The solution isn't complicated or extreme. It's as simple as letting go of harsh lines and embracing softness. Imagine layers gentle, flowing, skimming just beneath the chin, or caressing the shoulders. Not heavy, not severe. These layers bring back movement, allow light to pass through the hair, create softness where stiffness once lived. They don't hide your features, they complement them. They honor the woman you are now, not the one you used to be. Look to women like Anna Martin or Rebecca Jones, actresses who've aged with such elegance because they understand this. True youthfulness doesn't come from volume perched awkwardly on top of the head. It comes from lightness, movement, and hair that dances when you do. And if you're wondering what other hairstyle mistakes might still be quietly aging you, there's one in particular we need to talk about next. It promises fullness, but often leaves you looking more tired than you truly are. Stay with me. 3. Short, choppy layers. There's a promise many salons still whisper to women over 60, and it sounds tempting. Let's cut some short, choppy layers. It will make your hair look fuller, more youthful, more alive. It's the kind of advice that feels hopeful at first. Who doesn't want volume? Who doesn't want to bring back that sense of lightness, of energy, of bounce? But the reality waiting on the other side of that haircut is often far less forgiving. Because while layers, when done thoughtfully, can indeed bring movement and softness, short, choppy layers placed without care tend to betray us. They strip the hair of its natural flow, rob it of elegance, and leave it scattered, shapeless, chaotic. Especially if your hair is naturally fine or carries a gentle wave, these short layers will frizz, flip, and flatten in all the wrong places. They promise life but deliver exhaustion. Instead of waking up with hair that needs a simple brush, you find yourself wrestling with styling tools, fighting nature rather than working with it. And here's the hard truth no one wants to admit. Messy, uneven layers don't make us look younger. They make us look tired. Tired of maintaining. Tired of coaxing something out of strands that no longer know where to fall. What once was meant to lift your face ends up dragging down your whole image, making you appear disheveled, not refreshed. But softness isn't lost. Not yet. For straight hair, layers can still work wonders when they start lower at the chin, at the shoulder, places where the hair can move in harmony with your natural shape, not against it. Let the ends float, not fight. For curls, the key isn't in forcing volume through cuts, but in embracing gentle shaping that respects the coil, lets it breathe, and honors the beauty of texture rather than taming it. If someone tells you again that choppy layers are the answer, ask yourself this instead. Do I want hair that looks thicker, or hair that looks tired? There's a difference, and knowing it is what sets apart a haircut that flatters from one that ages you in silence. And yet, even these mistakes pale in comparison to the next. A style that seems so small, so harmless, and yet it exposes more than you realize, not just to others, but to yourself. Stay with me. Sit. Baby bangs. There's a certain charm to bangs, isn't there? That soft curtain across the forehead, the way it can frame the eyes, add a whisper of mystery, even take years off a tired expression. But like anything in beauty, timing and technique is everything. What once worked in our 20s or 30s doesn't always translate with the same grace after 60. And nowhere is that more true than with baby bangs. At first glance, these ultra-short bangs seem playful, daring, a nod to fashion's edgier side. But the reality is far less forgiving. By cutting the fringe high above the brow, we expose one of the most delicate, expressive parts of our face, the forehead. Gone is the gentle softness that a longer fringe lends. In its place, the stark reality of skin that tells the story of time. Fine lines, sunspots, uneven texture, all of which deserve love and acceptance, are suddenly spotlighted without mercy. But there's something deeper here. Beyond aesthetics, baby bangs create a silent pressure. They demand constant upkeep, precise trims, daily styling rituals that steal time and patience. And for what? A look that, more often than not, feels severe, rigid, and out of step with the woman you are today. Who, after all, wants to start every morning battling with a brush over a haircut that feels like it belongs to someone else's reflection? Here's the part no one tells you. Softness is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. That's why curtain bangs, long, sweeping, naturally parted, have become the trusted choice for women who understand the beauty of ease, of movement, of letting hair fall where it may without resistance. These bangs don't fight your face. They flatter it. They frame the forehead gently, allowing a hint of mystery while softening lines, drawing attention to the eyes, not the marks above them. Look at women like Jane Fonda or Diane Keaton, icons of style, maturity, and grace. Their fringes aren't fighting to make a statement. They're working in harmony with who they are today. Relaxed, elegant, undeniably radiant. And yet, there's still one mistake more common than any fringe or cut, one that seems so simple, so safe, and yet it quietly drains the life from your look. That's what we'll uncover next. Piet. Heavy straight cut. There's a certain comfort in routine, in keeping things the way they've always been. For many women, the heavy, straight, one-length haircut feels like that familiar, easy, no surprises. It's been with you through years of career meetings, family portraits, holiday gatherings. A reliable silhouette. A safe choice. But what feels safe isn't always what's still serving you. As we age, our faces change subtly at first, then all at once. The jawline softens, the neck loses some of its sharpness, the cheeks shift. And yet this haircut, with its heavy, unbroken line and weight pulled down toward the shoulders, does nothing to honor those changes. In fact, it often makes them worse. It drags everything down. It adds unnecessary length to the face, emphasizes the pull of gravity beneath the chin, the gentle slack at the jaw, the softness at the neck. Instead of offering lightness or lift, this haircut presses you further into an image that feels tired, static, uninspired, and perhaps you've never noticed, because habits are quiet. They don't announce themselves. They just linger, year after year, whispering that, this is fine, while quietly draining the life from your reflection. But ask yourself honestly, when you look in the mirror, does this hair make you feel alive, dynamic, present? Or does it simply remind you of a woman you no longer are? There's no need for dramatic change, just a gentle shift. Layers, soft and thoughtful, starting around the shoulders, breathing movement back into your hair, not choppy, not trendy, simply lighter at the ends, allowing your hair to move when you move, catch the light when you smile. These subtle adjustments lift the eye, soften the face, restore a sense of vitality that no heavy curtain of hair ever could. Holding on to the past isn't strength. Knowing when to release it is. Your hair doesn't need to be the weight that pulls you backward. Let it be the softness that moves forward with you. And now, if you've stayed with me this far, you already understand, this isn't just about hair. It's about how we show up for ourselves every day, at every age. After 60, beauty no longer lies in chasing trends. It lies in choosing what feels natural, effortless, and in tune with the woman you've become. A haircut is no longer just about style, it's about presence, softness, and honoring the changes life has gracefully written onto your face. And there are a few timeless principles that, when understood, can transform not just your hair, but the way you carry yourself through each day. The first and most important principle is softness. The right haircut doesn't fight your face, it frames it gently. Layers that skim along the cheekbones, soft edges that graze the jawline, these aren't just details. They're tools to lift the features, brighten the complexion, and erase the harsh lines that a too blunt cut can create. When hair softly hugs the face, it illuminates your natural warmth and softens any sharpness time may have brought. Movement is next. Hair that moves feels alive. It catches the light, dances with you as you walk, adds vitality where heavy, stagnant cuts drag the eye down. Whether through subtle layers or lighter ends, the goal is never to weigh yourself down, it's to let your hair breathe, just like your spirit should. Practicality matters more than ever. Your hairstyle should support you, not demand from you. Choose shapes that fall into place naturally, styles that don't require endless blow drying, curling, or coaxing each morning. Life after 60 deserves ease. It deserves mornings spent living, not battling with a comb in front of the mirror. And don't underestimate color. Dark, heavy shades may have suited you once, but now they risk dulling the skin, dragging down the face. Opt for lighter tones, soft highlights, gentle warmth that reflects light back onto your features, brightening you from the inside out. A fresh tone can do as much for your radiance as the perfect haircut. Finally, beauty isn't built in isolation. Hair, makeup, wardrobe, these are threads woven into the same tapestry. When they align, they create harmony. A soft haircut paired with gentle makeup and modern, flattering clothing doesn't scream for attention. It whispers confidence, elegance, and a woman completely in tune with herself. And if you've ever wondered why some women seem to glow with understated grace long after 60, the secret isn't youth. It's knowing how to choose, with care, what truly lets them shine. Answering 5 common questions from women over 60 about hairstyles. Many women over 60 share the same concern. I want to change, but I'm afraid. Afraid it won't suit me. Afraid it will be too much work to maintain. These are honest, relatable thoughts, and often the reason so many women stay with the same haircut for decades, even when deep down, they long for something new. One of the most common worries is, I'm afraid to get bangs because they're too high maintenance. But bangs don't have to feel like a battle if you choose the right kind. Curtain bangs are the softest, most forgiving solution. They part naturally, frame the face gently, and don't cling too tightly. They're easy to manage, blend beautifully with almost any haircut, and soften your features without looking forced. Then there's the question, my hair is too thin, how can I ever achieve volume? The answer isn't about having naturally thick hair. It's about choosing the right cut and knowing how to care for it. Soft, well-placed layers combined with the right blow-drying technique can give even fine hair a beautiful, natural lift and movement. I love short hair, but I'm afraid it will make me look harsh or older. You don't need to give up short hair, you just need to choose wisely. A soft, chin-length bob that gently hugs the face, paired with light layering, can offer structure without stiffness. It keeps your style neat while maintaining a sense of softness and femininity. What about gray hair? Do I have to dye it? Absolutely not. But if you want your skin to appear brighter and your features to feel more radiant, consider soft, blended tones, warm beige, light silver, or subtle highlights. These tones enhance your natural beauty without hiding who you are. Lastly, if your hair has suffered from thinning or breakage, avoid sharp, choppy cuts. Instead, choose styles that are light, soft, and allow your hair to move naturally. Not only will your hair recover, but you'll also rediscover that sense of lightness and softness in your reflection, something every woman deserves at any age. Age has never been a barrier to a woman's beauty. After 60, you absolutely deserve to feel fresh, radiant, and confident every single day. The secret isn't about fighting time. It's about understanding yourself, your face today, your hair's nature, and embracing the beauty of your maturity. Sometimes, just a simple tweak, a few gentle layers, a slightly softer fringe, a lighter shadow can bring back that softness, the movement, the liveliness you thought had faded. It's not about looking young. It's about looking like the best version of you, right now. If today's insights sparked inspiration for you, I would love to hear your thoughts. Leave me a comment what hairstyle made you nod in agreement. Which one will you try next? And don't forget to subscribe if you're ready to embrace beauty, confidence, and joy on your own terms. Together, we'll continue to explore timeless beauty's secrets tailored just for us, the women who've learned how to live fully.